The sentence that we do not live alone in the universe is a regular phrase that is often quoted among people and horror stories. But if you think about it, you will realize that we are not really alone. I do not mean the jinn or the sparrows, but the lunatics who are the tormented and murdered souls. Take revenge. My name is Dean Amin, and I'm 23 years old. I will tell you my story, and I do not know whether I will see my mother or not. First, I will describe myself. I'm now sitting on the ground in an unknown place, running a light bulb, but he shows me that he will not finish with me the rest of the journey. Under the stone and sand, and the oxygen is a bit small, but I will write and complete it because it is a will, and you have to implement it because my mum, she's sick, and I'm where I'll be. I do not know. The story began when I took a break at the Music Institute where I was studying. I spoke with the professor named Wahid to see my work in order to spend on the treatment of my mother. My father is dead, and I have no sisters, so my relatives do not care about us. I went to a cafe next to us. I sat normal, and I think I need to do work as soon as I came to me Essam. The coffee shop said to me, "What's wrong with you?" Louet had a problem. He said to me, "Salvation, I have the right solution for you." "Do you see the palace next to us?" I said to him. "Did you mean the Champollion Palace?" He said, "Yes, but I hear there are many reports from the owners of the neighborhood complain of abnormal things get inside the palace. If you really want to work in it, I will tell my brother to work there." 3 days passed. Essam called me and said, "Congratulations, you'll be a guard at Champollion Palace." I was very happy, and they gave me a security suit and a pistol. My work always started at 9 o'clock at night, and I came back to the house, and my mother asked me, "Why are you happy?" I said to her, "Mum, do not be afraid, I found work." She said, "Where?" I said, "I heard this talk, but I am not convinced." She said to me, "Didn't you ask yourself why this work is only for you?" I told her I do not know. I left my mother and went to the bathroom to bathe and prepare myself to get started. I played the song Billie Jean by singer Michael Jackson. At exactly 7 o'clock, I was centered and relaxed with the song until I fainted. I dreamed that I was walking alone in the street at night, and the place was quiet. The light was so weak. I went to the Champollion Palace and entered through its wooden door. It was open, and I went up to the 2nd and 3rd floors. I was looking at black things wrapped around me, and I was afraid. Rotting bodies wearing military suits. I heard the sound of people screaming and the sound of gunfire. I kept trying to escape from her hand until I succeeded. While I ran, I saw from behind that girl standing behind me and looking at me with a little terrifying look. In her chest, there were traces of fire shots, and her pale face was a very scary sight. At this moment I was conscious, and Michael Jackson's song was still playing, and the clock was at the same time I had fainted. The clock was standing still. I was not trying to focus on why or how it stopped, because I thought the batteries had stopped working. I went out to work at 9 o'clock in the morning. When I arrived there, I found a girl in her 20s. She was wearing security clothes and a pistol. I knew she was also assigned to work with me. I sat with her. I knew that her name was Camelia and she was 24 years old. Frankly, I loved her, so I decided to open up. And she asked her if she knew the palace well. She said, "Listen, I have been working here for 3 years, but only in the daytime, and you and I are the only ones who have been appointed. Here I have the news about what is happening here.